we just got the PC specs for Death Stranding 2, and it's really good news if you are somebody who wants to play on portable devices, because it looks like Nixies, which is the developer that is working on this port, it's got pretty reasonable specs. There was a story that we had on the show notes last week that we ended up not talking about, and about another game that had really reasonable specs, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. Do you remember, Rich?
Was it Crimson Desert?
Yeah, it was Crimson Desert. Had really, really reasonable specs, which is awesome. So I'm not going to go through all of the specific specs, but basically it seems like this game is going to run pretty well on a lot of systems, and it even has like a built-in portable preset that is set up for handheld gaming devices like a Steam Deck or an Xbox Ally X or a Lenovo Legion Go, like those kind of things. And so my question for you guys, because I'm out on this game, I have zero interest in playing Death Stranding. Like I looked at the first one and I thought to myself, that looks pretty boring. And then I played Metal Gear Solid Double Snakes or whatever the I can't remember what
Twin Snakes?
Snake Eater.
Delta,
Snake Eater.
yeah.
Delta, yeah, the Delta one. What's that one called?
Snake Eater Delta. Yeah.
Snake Eater. Yeah, I played the remake, and I was like, this game is not for me. And it's, it's fine if it's for you guys. If you guys enjoy that game, enjoy it. It just was not appealing to me. And so that's too like that's just, Kojima's just not my guy. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up playing his games, and like there's something to be said for nostalgia, so it just doesn't appeal to me. But you guys, I know that you're fans of Metal Gear games. I don't know how you feel about Death Stranding. Russ, I'm just saying, it's really you. What do you think about Death Stranding 2 on PC? Is it something you want to pick up?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to pick it up. So it's one of those where I gambled and was like, okay, I'm not getting it on PlayStation. I'm going to wait and see if it comes out on PC.
Loot boxes.
Yeah. Well, I only played a couple hours of the original, and I was like, this is good. I was doing it for testing. Like, I sat down to just like, okay, see how it performs. I can't remember. This is years ago. And I just played it for hours, and I was like, holy smokes, like I'm really enjoying this. And then I just never got back to it. And now I've forgotten everything that happened. So I have to start over. And so I do plan on playing both of them at some point. It's one of those where I got to be in the mood, I'll get there at some point. But yeah, I'm going to get it. I'm interested in it. Definitely not the same Metal Gear kind of, feelings for me, just because it's a new IP and it is a little bit like, it's work. What you're like loading up things on your back and then walking, like that's work,
right.
And so that element is there. And so it is a little bit of friction for me. But still, yeah, the story was compelling. It's just weird, and I like all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to play it.
I've also heard that 2 is a lot more approachable than the first one in that way. Like it is still work, but maybe just, again, more approachable, more accessible. I haven't played much of 1. I just never got around to it. I am more excited about 2. I do want to play both at some point, but I'm not married to playing 1 before 2 at this point. Like if I feel kind of the urge to pick up 2, I'm just going to do it. The specs do look reasonable. Kind of similar to a story we talked about last week with like the Batman game. It does seem like we're converging back to 16 gigabytes, as Tech Dweeb would say. So yeah, it does seem like that is going to be relatively standard for a lot of games coming. Same thing, I think, with Crimson Desert. I think that was also 16 gigabytes. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't know yet whether this is like a day one, wait for a sale. I have no idea. I know Death Stranding sales came pretty often, so I guess I am likely to wait for a sale on this one.
Yeah, me too. It looks to me like I'll pay $40 for it. You know what I mean? And I think I probably paid the same for Death Stranding. I think I own Death Stranding on PS4 as well as PC, so it's like a double purchase that I made. But with Death Stranding 2, yeah, I took the gamble that it would come out on PC at some point.
You know, I think one of my biggest gripes with Death Stranding and Death Stranding 2 is when you look at the trailer not a clue what is happening. I don't know what the game is about. Like, you know what I mean? When
and
I
yet
see
you
other
love
games,
Titanium Court. How dare you?
but Titanium Court I really enjoyed. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. And I
have no
you know
idea
what?
what's
You
going
got
on in
me.
that game. Yeah. and honestly, that is actually we'll talk about it later, but that's probably the only thing I like about Titanium Core is just this like weird, like, what is happening? Was that stuff is fun. So, and that is intriguing to me about the Death Stranding games, and probably why I do like the Metal Gear Solid games. It's just like, what is happening right now? And then sometimes it clicks, sometimes it doesn't.
I think that they are relying on I was going to say they're relying on the pedigree of the Hideo Kojima name. You know, it's like, oh, have you seen the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie? Have you watched the new Coen Brothers movie? Right? You don't have to know what's going on, but you're like, all right, you've established enough trust. And Bill, you know, fair enough for you. Like, you don't have that trust. And so, like, jumping into one of those movies might be a little bit harder for you. And I get it. I just watched There Will Be Blood last night for the very first time. It took me 20 years to watch that movie.
I still need to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Man.
It was good. But man, I don't know why I put it like, it's like too much effort to watch. You know, some of his movies are hard, right? Paul Thomas Anderson, where it's like Magnolia screwed me up, where I was like, okay, this is too much, you know? And so ever since then, I've been very hesitant, but I finally sat down and watched it last night, and it felt, that's like a Kojima gaming experience to me.
Okay.
I love that
I
comparison.
There Will Be Blood a lot.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
All right, I will.
Who
drink
knows
your
what the heck's
milkshake.
happening in that movie? You know what I mean? Like, what is this movie about? Oil? Like, I don't know. You know, and like that's you just go into it with that trust, and that's kind of what I'm assuming a Kojima game requires.
Fair enough. Well, let us know if you guys are if you've already played it and you're happy with it, and you are, or are you going to pick it up on PC? And what do you think about these specs? Do you think that they are more evidence that developers are like, okay, we gotta optimize better because people just aren't going to be able to play our games if we don't? Let us know what you guys think in the comments. So you just saw a clip of my podcast, the Nerd Nest podcast. If you enjoyed it, then do me a favor and click on that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, then check out the link in the description down below. It's going to take you to the full podcast so you can watch the entire conversation and a whole lot more. If that sounds good, I hope to see you over there. Thanks for watching. Stay rad, everybody.